Hello and welcome to Adventures in VFK. This is Fairy Fanatic, and today I want to do the next step in my quest, my epic quest for fairy enchantment. So here we are. This is our next step. It's day 3, and I guess let's get started here. It says, welcome to the VFK Legends and History Epic Quest Day 3. This is the third day of your epic quest for fairy enchantment. Today's quest will seek to explore the legends and history behind Merlin the Magician. Ooh. Magical and mysterious, Merlin's legendary wizardry has inspired writers over the centuries to commit his escapades and abilities to history. But who was Merlin? Was he a real person? Was he a fictional character? Be prepared to be dazzled by this legendary person and find out the truth about Merlin. I definitely want to do that. Your reward for completing this third stage of the epic quest will be 1,000 credits and your third legend pin, the dragon pin. Okay, great. I'm going to start it. All right, we know how bad I am at this, so bear with me. The beginnings of the legend of Merlin arise with the writings of a person called Geoffrey of Monmouth, a Welsh clergyman who lived from around 1100 to 1155 AD. Geoffrey's writings were instrumental in founding the legend of Merlin and the popular tales of King Arthur. What was Geoffrey's, I guess it's pronounced Jeffrey's, original name for Merlin? Merlin Magicus, Merlinensis? Let's try that one. Why not? Hey, correct. That's great. Okay, that's easy. Maybe not quite so easy. Okay, I think this is pronounced Jeffrey. So I'm going to say when Geoffrey created his stories about Merlin, he based his Merlin character on 2 people who had existed in real life. The first of these people was a madman called Myrddin Wylot, or Merlinus Caledonianus. Anyway, this person did not have any connection to Arthurian legend and in fact lived after the time of King Arthur. This Baird, by profession, had endured the atrocities of war and had been driven mad by the experience. He lived wild in the woods. Let me see. I lost my place. Okay. He lived wild in the woods during the 6th century with the animals. However, in Geoffrey's earliest surviving work called the anyway, I don't know Latin. This looks like it's Latin. Prophecies of Merlin. Geoffrey purports that he had written the actual words of the real-life bard turned madman. Go to the wilds of the Audubon's adventure game, proceed to the second room, and say something wild and crazy like abracadabra. All right, let's copy this. We're going to the wilds of the Audubon adventure game. Continue. Let's go this way. So that is in Western Age. So let's head to Western Age. And it's the second room. So I guess say Dark Forest. That may be the second room. Well, anyway, we'll go start. I'll try Dark Forest first because I'm assuming the lobby's like the first room. So hopefully this is the second room. It won't hurt any to just try saying the word in both rooms. Okay, we've got abracadabra. Let's say it in the room. Okay, so it is this room. All right, there. Do you see all the birds in here? That's part of the Audubon game. You come in and you pick birds and you try to figure out what their name is. So a lot of these are, it's just part of the game. Okay, so let's see. The second character Geoffrey used was based on the fictionalized story of a real person. This may sound confusing, however, Geoffrey modeled his Merlin character partly on a character from another book, written at the time called Historia Britonum. The character he used was based on a real-life war leader. He merely rewrote it for his own book. The fictional character's name was Aurelius Ambrosius. What was the name of the real-life person upon whose life Aurelius Ambrosius' adventures were based? Oh, great. I have no idea. Let's try this. Correct. Wow, I'm on a roll. That's so unusual. Okay, let's continue. Merlin is known for having supernatural powers. Geoffrey gave Merlin some mystical powers based on the powers of Ambrosius in Historia Britonum. Okay, we're discovered. He's trying to build a tower. The tower kept collapsing. Okay, so King was told that this is a child born without a father, so he summoned Ambrosius. And Ambrosius tells the king that the reason his tower keeps collapsing is because it was built on top of an underground lake where two dragons were fighting and destroying the tower in the process. Go to the waterfall room in the Australian setting and vanquish the dragons by saying, "Stop that fighting, you dragons." Oh, goodness. That's pretty cute. Okay, so we're going to go waterfall room in Australia. Let's try this. Head over to Australia. I need to go faster. Okay. And we go to the waterfall room. That's down here. It's the Australian waterfall. So head through here. Going down to the waterfall. Ah, here we are. Okay, let's say, isn't this pretty? Ah, there we go. Now, question 3. Geoffrey started the tale that Merlin had an unusual birth which explained his supernatural powers. Merlin has been said to be the son of a mortal king's daughter and an otherworldly being. What powers was Merlin said to possess? Excuse me. Let's see. Let's see this one. Ooh, correct. Okay, I am watching The Treasures of Britain. And we're going to go to the Sydney Opera House. Go to Australia. Headed in there. Go right down to the Sydney Opera House. We'll say it here. Okay, it's talking about Stonehenge here. Who is purported to have helped Merlin move the huge stones? Fairies, stone movers, medieval boulder relocator. How about a giant? Let's say fairies. Sorry. Oh. All right, let's see. This was this one. Continue. Put our stuff back in the room, our text back in the room. And let's say a giant. We'll start at the other side. Oh, correct. Great. The time that Merlin was advisor to legendary kings places him in the medieval age. Go to Merlin's magic square and say, "Great king, how can I be of service?" Okay. Let's go to Merlin's magic square. And that is here. Down here, magic shop. Okay, let's go. Headed around the castle. Now, every night they have one of the good night parties here on the map. And I think that there's several staff that come out and they just start partying with all the people. Usually the people that party are actually the developers. They're not necessarily the staff, although they do have some staff. It's kind of a mixture. Okay, here we go. This is, I think, our last question. Merlin is portrayed as being a tall, thin man with a flowing white beard. He has also appeared in modern tales, stories, and movies as someone who has control over the powers of the universe. He has been compared to which famous characters in modern literature and movies? Obi-Wan Kenobi, maybe. David Copperfield, Penn and Teller. Captain Kirk. I think we're going to go with Obi-Wan Kenobi. Correct. Okay, this is probably the last part of this one. Sword in the Stone legend describes Merlin as the advisor and guardian to King Arthur. Merlin was thought to have coordinated Arthur pulling the sword of Branstock from a stone when he was 15 years old. Merlin could accomplish this as he is said to have possessed the ability to cast the powerful spells and enchantments needed to make the legendary king test. Go to Stonehenge and say, can you please direct me to the sword in the stone? All right, Stonehenge, here we come. And that's right over here. Okay, here we are. This is Stonehenge. Press continue to finish the quest. This is great. Thanks for playing the VFK Legend and History Quest Day 3. Your prizes have been placed in your inventory. Wonderful. Let's go back home. Okay, let's open up and look at our pins. And this is the Legend and History. This is the dragon pin. Oh, I have to take something off. I've got one space. I have to wear the dragon pin. Okay. Let's put that on. Do we have it on? You are wearing... I don't think we have room to put it on. Okay, well, I'll have to rearrange things, but I'm not going to do that right now. And I want to go ahead and say thank you for joining me. And I will hope you enjoyed the episode, and I will see you soon. Bye.